I'm back. It's been a long time. And if I'm going to be blatantly honest, this is my half ass shitty excuse to why I haven't been posting on YouTube. So, first and foremost, hate vlogging. I don't know. I don't like talking to a camera. It's weird to me. Um, but I have to remember there's people behind the camera, right? So I'm talking to people, not a phone. And then secondly, I suck at editing, which I guess isn't that big of a deal. But anyway, what's in store? What's going on? Give us a little update. Behind the scenes. You post a bunch of posing pics or vids, reels, and some informative stuff here and there. But what's going on? So, from a competing standpoint, I'm starting to look at shows. I think I'm looking at something geared toward mid, early to midsummer. So that gives us, I want to say, Junior USA's, Junior Nats, the Universe. I think the Universe is a little later. I'm not entirely sure. And then obviously we have North Americans again, late August, but I'd rather not do that show. Like I said, I'd like to start prep ideally by March, April, early or late March, early April. It's really just going to depend on what the scale is saying and what the body comp is looking like. So right now, chasing numbers on the scale. I ideally 240, 245 right now in my off season. My weight cap for stage weight is 209, and I want that to be an undeniable 209. I mean shredded to the bone, dry as hell. And a lot of you are probably like, really, 245 in your off season? I mean, hey, I might lose some muscle, but conditioning is what wins shows at the end. I mean, obviously shape, structure, blah blah blah, all that, but conditioning. If the conditioning isn't there, it's not gonna happen. And I want to be undeniable. Going into a national show, I want to blow everybody out of the water, win the overall, and then if you've been following me for some time and you watch my stories on IG, you know that I want to be a competitive pro as soon as I turn pro. I don't want to, have to take a year and a half, 2 year off season to catch up with these guys and make first call out in a pro show. I feel like it's a waste of time. I have another 10 pounds of stage weight to add once, you're in the IFBB. But hence again, that's why I'm trying my hardest to fill out my weight cap to the T. Could I turn pro 10 pounds lighter than what my weight cap is? Probably. Like when I was in prep for North Americans, I probably only would have been 202, 203, maybe 204. I don't know. That's just a rough number. Fully conditioned on stage. That's probably the numbers that I was sitting at. So, could have I turned pro? Yeah, more than likely. But would I be able to stand next to guys that are 15 pounds heavier than me, with just as good a structure and conditioning on a pro stage? I don't know. I don't want to take that chance. Maybe, maybe not. So, again, right now, numbers game, chasing numbers on the scale. And then hopefully we can hit that 240, 245 mark within the next 8 to 10 weeks, which we're well on the way. I'm averaging about a pound a week. And then, the next 2 weeks, I want to try to be hovering 235. I'm not very heavy right now. I'm around 229 in the morning, 230 on some days. So, and the heaviest I've ever been was last March, and I was pushing 237, 238. And then it was just a food thing, right? I fell off on my food like a lazy ass. And, you know, a lot of it was water, glycogen, but it's one of the ups. It's one of the cons of having a fast metabolism. You can get lean really fast, and you can get, you know, you can grow really fast too, but you'll shrink just as fast if you don't keep up the food. So it's a double-edged sword. But that's that pretty much for competing. Got that out of the way. You guys have an idea of what I'm doing there. Content. I know that's what a lot of you guys want to see. You know, me to be a little bit more output. You know, show you guys what's going on in my personal life, my day to day. So I'm definitely going to be doing training vids. You're going to have to bear with me though for a little bit because I had to order a new mic. So they're going to be voiceovers probably for the next week or so. I don't know. This mic is brand new and it doesn't want to work. So whatever. But I'll make sure to, you know, helpful insight in there as well. I'm not just going to throw training footage up and put some background music behind it and call it a day. I'll give you context of what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, what I personally like, what I personally do. I'm not saying that you should do that, just to, you know, give you a better idea and the ins and outs of things and how I do things. And then food, obviously, I'll give you guys a rundown. I mean, it's nothing special. Basic bodybuilder shit at the end of the day. We'll do a full day of eating here before long, my off-season full day of eating. And then on top of that, we will dive into supplementation. I don't know if I'm going to go full-on extracurriculars, if you know what I mean, just because... I don't know. I don't think YouTube's going to like that. But I will do my best to keep it 100% raw and real. No bullshit. No beating around the bush. Again, just day-to-day, the ups and downs, you know, the mundane shit. And just be as genuine as humanly possible. And not show you guys this fancy... bullshit that all these other influencers are doing, and you know, just give you the raw and unfiltered version of what it takes to compete. You know, my day to day. It's nothing special. It's pretty fucking boring. I have fun doing it though. I enjoy it. I like the lifestyle. So but other than that, turtle content. I know somebody's gonna fucking ask about it. So I'll get that out of the way. I might be planning a trip to Florida here in the next couple months, depending. There's a couple, that's a big if. I got to see what's going on in that time frame first. But I'd like to make a trip to Florida, February. We'll see. I'm not, before prep, and do a catch and cook for you guys, because I know a lot of you have been asking for it in the comments and the DMs. And then obviously summer comes around, we can go back to, you know, the OG stuff in Ohio and Pennsylvania, and make sure to pump out some good content when the whole turtle, I don't know, it'll be involved. I'll try to mash it together somehow with the bodybuilding stuff. But guys, like, if you guys haven't caught on and don't know, the turtle stuff is satire. I have eaten turtle before. I've said this a million times, but I still get asked every other day, what are the macros on a turtle? You know, how often do you meal prep turtle? Like, I don't meal prep turtle. I'm sorry to break it to you. But I can do a catch and cook, and I can show you guys how to prepare it, how to clean it, all that redneck hick shit. If you guys want to see it, I'm more than happy to do a video. And there'll be other shit too. Like I said, we'll make it entertaining, and just kind of go from there. So that pretty much wraps up my, you know, little life update and what's to come. I just wanted to get something out there, just because I need to start getting in the rhythm of vlogging and talking to this dumbass camera, which I keep forgetting has people behind it. And go from there. So until my next one, guys, I'll see you later.